Yo, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? Yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? Yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? What are we even doing here?
Yo, Wi-Fi fighting, but they holding it down. How about them J-era Maz ballers running Beantown? They say these guys are ridiculous, yet probably true. Like the 23 Celtics, they got a deep crew. Pregame Polly Papa trying to make some bank. Professor Pete repping Latvia, KP the bank. RJ's on the email taking fools to college. Joey, Matt, Tino, Robin, let's acknowledge. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? In the garden, fighting for a quiet spot. Jack's taking notes while the crowd gets hot. Irate, insightful, not a diplomat. Sam's got a long list and it's just for rats. Rat list your Wi-Fi, rat list your dog. Rat list Bronny, rat list LeBron. Rat list the traffic, rat list the song. Rat list that's getting too long. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? Might think they're chill, but don't get it twisted. They're not just hustling, they're highly gifted. Still new to the scene and making their mark. It's a humble beginning, it's a hero's arc. Sam's keeping it real with the Starkey vibe, but he's all in with Jack when it's time to ride. Your ass hat in the chat, Jack says don't come back. He's got zero patience for nonsense attacks. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Jack and Sam talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here?
Whoa, we made it. Preseason, Game 3, first game at TD Garden since May. And we have a very special guest with us today, Ben Fallison, first to the floor. Hello, sir.
Fellas, how we doing? Good to see you both. I'm amazed. I'm so proud that my face is actually on your laptop screen in TD Garden. I think that's the closest I'm going to get to being in TD Garden for a long time. So thank you for having me.
We'll get you in here. Don't worry about it. Maybe we'll pop in the StreamYard for post-game presser. You can come hang out.
Hell yeah, that sounds great.
Sound will be off, though.
Hello.
How's it going, guys? Hey, Jack, how's the vibe there in the Garden? First game back.
It's good. It feels like it's going to fill up. I mean, it's about as many people as there usually are this long before the game, so they got some plenty of time. This is my first pregame show of the season, too. I was in Memphis and Toronto, so I haven't been around, so I'm excited to be back, too. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, we're competing with Luka Garza, who's on the big screen right now doing his pregame interview with Abby Chin. But we're both very, very privileged today. We're down in the lower bowl with amongst the people. So if you're here, you can just come photobomb my back room.
So we can show comments on stage now. Look at this. What is this?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Did you guys see the starting lineup?
Yeah, starting lineup. I'll put it in the chat.
Brown, White, Pritchard, Hauser, Boucher. On the smaller side. We kind of speculated this summer. It would be Boucher versus Hauser, not both of them in the starting lineup.
I do think the important context here is at shoot-around this morning, Abby Chin asked Payton Pritchard, do you want to get, some reps with the starting lineup before the season? Like, is that something you guys want or you hope to do? And Pritchard said, yeah, for sure. I think we'll get the chance to in these next couple games. So I'm not saying this is definitely going to be the starting lineup, but based on that, it sounds like there could be a good chance that this is the Celtics starting lineup going into the season. And honestly, I wouldn't hate it. I think this is probably the best group that they've got to roll out. I mean, ideally you wanted Nemish Cater or Luka Garza out there, but with the way Nemish Cater looked in Toronto and the way, Luka Garza is great. His defense is still a work in progress, though. I just think this lineup has the best ability to play fast like they want and has just been the best five that are on the team going forward. So, I mean, against certain lineups, like against Embiid or Jokic or Giannis, you probably want one of the bigger guys out there. But if neither of those guys, that type of player is on the floor with the other team, I have no reason to believe the Celtics can't roll with this lineup.
We also still are not going to get to see them play against a real team. It's going to be I don't even know the first names of some of these individuals. It's not Kevin Porter Jr. It's not
I got it.
that you know.
It's
Jack
Craig
Scott.
Porter Jr., Jalen Tyson, Larry Nance Jr. Yeah, Larry Nance Jr., Tyrese Proctor, and Dean Wade. Nick, hello, Nathaniel. I don't think anybody's out tonight. We haven't heard anything. There's been nothing on the injury report. I think everyone's good to go. Jordan Walsh was warming up for the game, and he was the only one out last game. So I think it's good to go.
Yeah, the only person listed as injury illness is Tatum. Everybody else did not play yet.
Yeah, that is a notable absence.
Yeah, significant, unfortunate, very sad. Confusing at this point. I guess everyone just kind of assumes he's going to be back soon.
He does look ready.
But he just keeps saying, hey, don't forget about me. Like a month ago, we haven't really gotten to talk since all this stuff started happening then. But a month ago, I would have been like, no way he's playing this season. Don't even think about it. Don't talk about it. He was walking up the stairs, and people on Twitter were hyping it up. And now all of a sudden he's going on national TV being like, hey, look, I'm going to play. Like, I'm going to dunk this basketball on your Twitter timeline, and you're going to like it. How high is your, like, anticipation meter, 1 to 10?
I think it's like close to 10. Like I anticipate him returning at some point this year because he's left almost zero doubt at this point. Like why go on this sort of self-PR campaign if you wanted to leave the door open for not returning? Like it feels like he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. No one else is, which was great initially. And now he's putting all the pressure on himself to return. And if he didn't have confidence, I think that he could return. I don't see why logically he would do that. So He's giving all the indications that he will return at some point, whether it's January or March at some point. And there's clearly a benefit to him coming in and getting like on-court reps in before the real shit starts the following year. The real pursuit of Banner 19 starts the following year. So come back, get some reps in with this squad. Let's let the Tatum Banner 19 audition squad, like the Minots of the world, see some on-court time with Tatum as well and see what the following year is going to look like. So I'm a 10. What about you guys?
Jack, what do you think?
I think he'll be back. I mean, I don't think anything we've seen has been without purpose. I think the purpose has been to promote his new shoes. But to be quite honest, I think a lot of this is to generate hype. But I think just the way he acts, the way he is proven to be recovering, I wouldn't be surprised if he was back by the time, March came around. I don't know for sure. Nobody really knows for sure. No one knows what the Celtics are going to look like. But if 1 was he's not coming back and 10 was he's definitely coming back, I'm probably about like 7, borderline 8. Like I think I'm sitting around a pretty high.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Like it would feel surprising if he didn't at this point. It would be really funny if he was just like pulling everyone's leg. Like if he was just like knowing damn well he's not going to play this season, but he's like, look at all this stuff I'm doing. Like, I swear I'm going to come back, and you guys are all going to eat it up and believe it.
He needs to sell shoes, Sam. He's got to sell shoes.
Well, that's what I was literally about to say. It's like, it's really funny that he's, like, weaving this into his sneaker release and also, like, whatever pharmaceutical. Like, yeah, he's like, it must be the sneakers. Like, he's just, like, got all these people at hospitals wearing Jason Tatum 4s because they think it's going to help them heal faster. It gives them the Wolverine healing powers just by putting on the sneakers. Oh, man. Ben, we haven't got to talk to you in a while. We've talked at nauseum of, who's got us excited in the preseason and whatnot. Do you have any winners so far? Who are your big favorites after the first 2 games?
Yeah, I'm just jumping on the Minot train with everybody else. Why not Minot? I think you guys, I was listening to your pod this morning and like clear front runner as far as this like Banner 19 audition squad is concerned. He's kind of proven he can do a little bit of everything. He's kind of that hustle guy. He can run the floor. He's got like a surprising amount of touch around the rim as well. Like you guys mentioned on your pod, the sort of behind the backboard alley-oop that he finished as well. Yeah, I was surprised. I wasn't necessarily familiar with that element of his game. It's the 3-point shot, which like he will do fine without. And if he can like continue along this trajectory, like he will get a second NBA contract. He will be fine. If he can somehow, if they can develop the jump shot, then he's looking at like a big money second NBA contract as well. I'm getting ahead of myself, but Minot, absolutely, I'm the most excited about him. I think everybody else is as well. And then Chris Boucher, I think I'm not surprised to see him in the starting lineup in Game 3 here. I think I undervalued the notion of having like another adult in the room, like another NBA vet Obviously, we're not that familiar with him, but it's clear, like, just the cuts he makes, he's running and helping guys get off the floor if they get knocked down. He's doing all the veteran shit that none of the other guys really have the experience to do. I undervalue that aspect of having Chris Boucher as well. So for me, Minot, Chris Boucher, they're huge for me. Let me ask you this, though, because this has sort of been plaguing my brain for the last 24 hours. If in this moment you had to choose one of these two players to go forward into the season with and stash the other one in Maine, who are you taking with you? Are you taking Baylor Scheierman or are you taking Hugo Gonzalez?
Jack, you go ahead.
Ugo. I'm taking
Ugo head. Yeah.
I'm taking Ugo. I mean, listen, I've been on the Baylor train since last season, and I still think he can be a very impactful NBA player. But through the first two preseason games, and I mean, listen, all of this comes with the context of it's the preseason. Everything is an overreaction at this point. We have seen a 2-game sample size of what Ugo Gonzalez and what new Baylor looks like. I say new Baylor is in like this year of Baylor. Ugo's just looked like the more, ready to help impact winning player, right? Baylor has, been put in spots and he's crumbled. He has turned the ball over. He hasn't looked great on defense. Ugo's shot isn't necessarily there yet, and he still makes some bonehead mistakes. But the impact he has on winning has just looked like it has the potential to be greater. So if I had to pick right now, which again everything's an overreaction at this point, preseason, I would go.
Yeah. Ugo's been the man. I mean, like, there is no way that I could have taken any kind of expectations like this with me going into the preseason. He is over-delivered in every way. Like, all of the bonehead stuff Jack mentioned, accurate. That's all I thought we were going to get. Like, I just thought it was going to be a lot of, like, trying to do the Euro step, doesn't really work, and then that's the end of it. Like, to be honest with you, I didn't really even think we would see him with a lot of the main guys. I just thought it was going to be, he's going to come in when Amari comes in, and Max Shoga comes in at the end of these games, and they don't really have plans for him. But it sounds like Missoula loves him. Like, every chance Joe has gotten, he's talked and praised Ugo and been like, he's the man. Like, I love Ugo so much. And we haven't heard him do that for any of the rookies. Granted, like, they haven't had many, like, premier-type rookies. But, like, Ugo's still a 28th overall pick. Like, Scheierman was only picked 2 picks after him last year.
Yeah.
The impact that he's made through training camp or over the summer or whatever it's been has clearly resonated with Joe. And I think that tells us a lot about the talent that they really believe in with him. Like, even in the introductory press conference when Brad Stevens talked about him, he was raving. It was just like, this guy is like a good ball player. Like, he's going to do all the things he's needed to do. He's going to play great without the basketball. And he seems like the kind of guy that's going to fit right in when Tatum's back and they're ready to ramp up and compete for a championship.
Isn't it disappointing, though, how easy that answer came to all of us? Like, that it's just clearly Hugo, Baylor. I think that the subtext here is that, like, Baylor has been, I think, surprisingly disappointing. I was kind of low on him going into the preseason. He's been, like, a bit shit, in a word, and I think maybe we were expecting better of him. I think Joe has put Baylor in positions where he's expecting him to maybe flourish a little bit of playmaking, a little bit of table setting. We're just kind of dipping our toes in the Baylor playmaking experiment pool, trying to see if he's got those capabilities, and just, like, straight up does not. Like, disappointingly so, I think.
In his defense, though, but I'm not going to come out here and be like, he's been fine, because he hasn't. But, like, the very minuscule sample size we got of Baylor was the first game where he was actually playing, like, a role he would kind of play, right? Like, when he checked in against Memphis, he was playing with, like, Jaylen and Derek, and he was just asked to, like, hang out without the ball, don't do anything but catch and shoot, and he was all right. Once they said, it's up to you, Baylor. We need you to not turn the ball over 10 times or 5 times in the fourth quarter to not let the Raptors come back from 27 down. That's when it became a problem. When it was like, Baylor, please carry the two-way guys with you en route to a victory. And he just couldn't do it. The straps on the backpack broke right off.
I mean, I think, like I said, Baylor still has time. It's just he's looked so rushed. He's looked so out of focus, out of place, out of, like, rhythm. Like, it just seems like, honestly, the fast-paced play that the Celtics are playing this year could be interfering with, the way he likes to play. I think he's a pretty methodical player. And if they're sprinting like they are, I don't know how it's going to fit. I do think if Josh Minot, Hugo Gonzalez, and we only saw 7 minutes of Jordan Walsh, he looked pretty good to me. If those guys keep performing at the level they played in the preseason, doesn't look great for Baylor. Neither of those 3 guys are the 3-point shooter Baylor is, but that might not matter with like the other 3 points you have on the roster. So that's gonna be the difficulty for him.
Is Walshy back tonight? Seems like he is. He's not on the injury report.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's back. He was warming up out there today. It looked like he was all right. Didn't look like he was in any pain or anything. So I hope we get another look at him because he was impressive for his 3 minutes against Memphis. Like, he did some cool things, played good defense, made like active offensive cuts in order to get himself open. Like, I was decently surprised with Jordan Walsh, even though after Summer League, I feel like there was optimism with him because he was the best guy. It's just a question of, was he a third-year player playing against Summer League dudes, or is he actually ready to take a leap? I feel like that's the thing with Walshy. Yeah,
come on, Walshy. Take the leap, mate. We're ready for you. Can I give a shout out? Can I give a shout out to Tyrese Proctor as well from my hometown of Sydney, where I currently am sitting in a chair. He's starting for the Cavs. I think he dropped like 18 points in 11 minutes the other night for the Bulls. So again, one game, but it's a data point. We'll react to the data points as they come. And Tyrese Proctor looking like way better than Ben Simmons coming out of Australia at the moment. So I had to get that shout out in while I was here, guys.
Almost a Celtic Ben Simmons, who apparently they had all the interest in this summer.
Sorry, they're filming a movie behind us.
Oh, is that what you're... I can see you doing some camera sniping there, Jack.
Careful, Sam. Careful, Sam. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing some camera sniping. Don't make it that obvious. You just snapped your head around.
Well, I didn't realize Mark Wahlberg is right over there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What the heck? All right. Well, I'm going to tilt my chair. We'll get that in the pregame show.
Filming something.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
That's it. It sounds like they are going to come out relatively soon.
Yeah, they're doing defense chants. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this is an all-time moment on the pregame show. I never thought we'd experience this.
Sorry, I clocked it, and I didn't want to
That's definitely the most important thing going on right now, for sure.
I was like,
well, like I saw you taking pictures. I just thought you were doing like a gangs all here thing, like all the boys are back in the press row, not the significant event happening here.
That's huge.
I saw him walking around in the back halls too, so they're filming something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There is a Wahlburgers in Sydney as well. I don't know why I felt to mention that, but
I've had it before.
Shout out to him
on the mid.
Very good.
Did we have it in Vegas together?
I don't think so. We went to some other burger joint. That was very good. I think much better than
That's
Wahlburgers.
Right, yeah,
that was fun.
We might have gone to
back this year.
I'll go. I'm gonna go this year.
I'm hoping to go this year because I know you guys are gonna be back. I want to see you guys again.
Yeah. We'll see you there. We'll hang out. We'll do a pod. We'll get you guys up to the hotel room. We'll do a live podcast in person.
I was so bummed not to be in the hotel room last time. That's the only reason why I went. I didn't even know there was going to be a podcast up there. I just figured we'd all hang out.
It was a bit of a test run to see if everything works. Everything did work. We'll bring more mics this time so we can get more people involved. And that'll be fun. I don't want to like steer the direction of the show too much, but I do feel like we should talk about the big man rotation. Nemi seemingly demoted. I don't know if you guys know or feel what that's about. I kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, very poor performance in his first, his debut as the Celtics starting center. But yeah, I mean, it was obviously a very disappointing showing. I kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt, like maybe the pressure of the moment of like coming in this new role was maybe a little too much for him. But at the same time, like it was a pretty poor showing from Nemi there.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get a lot of Nemi benefit of the doubt from this show. I feel like, especially Jack, notorious a Nemi. I wouldn't say a Nemi hater, just a Nemi doubter. Like he just doesn't really. He's not buying. He doesn't believe in it.
I mean, listen, man.
What are you gonna do?
I've gotten yelled at in the comments and hated on, and I get it, right? It's very clear to see the talent Nemi Ishkeda can bring to the table. He's giant. He has good, shot blocking potential. He can rebound the ball at a high level. He's just never in position, right? Like he has just been a step behind on both ends at every step of his basketball career, and we spent the whole summer being like, oh, yeah, this could be his chance. Like, he could start this year. He's obviously going to be the starting center. Sorry, the Celtics are coming out.
I figured.
But in the first preseason game, everything we have talked about for the last 2 years of, he just needs to improve on these things and he'll be a really good player, they look just as bad. Like, there was not even a morsel of noticeable improvement in that first preseason game. like I said it with Baylor, I say it with Nimi. There is plenty of time for him to turn it around. But the fact that we didn't see like even a sign of it in his 17 minutes, and he played the least minutes of any center in the game when he started, it's not a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think, Sam?
I just didn't notice him. Like I said it on the last show. Like we got maybe until the fourth quarter when the lead started to collapse. I was like, oh yeah, Nimi's out there. Like didn't realize that. Didn't know he was going to be here. And he was out there. He didn't like have like a bad stat line if you just looked at the box score. Like it was like he didn't do a lot of stat line, but it wasn't like he missed a billion shots.
He had like 2 and 3.
No. But like he wasn't like missing 10 shots. Like he turned the ball over like 5 times. That is the thing that stuck out. It was like, how did you turn the ball over 5 times?
If he is the starting center of the Celtics and he puts up 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 turnovers, that is a bad box score. That is awful.
Yeah, I think the key takeaway, and like we already knew this, but like clearly the way that Brad Stevens has ensured that like we will be bad and hopefully have a good draft position coming out of this season is because of our big man rotation or lack thereof. And Anemi is like clearly the figurehead of that. I don't want to talk too much shit about the guy. He had a great FIBA Euro tournament, but if he's the best big that we have to offer, like he will ensure the season goes as we want it to go. I kind of think the Gaza stock is gonna like crash quite early in the season, if it has elevated already. But I don't really rate him as a big. He's undersized. I think he's gotten way too much credit for the quality of his screens. I don't think that we've been getting good separation off those screens at all. His ability to roll and the timing of his rolling is something that stands out. But like I just don't think that skill set alone is enough for him to be a sustainable like high minutes big on a competitive team.
See, I'm rooting for him. First and foremost, can't take it away from him. Very handsome, like good-looking guy.
Gorgeous
like,
man.
If you want,
absolutely.
like, you can put out like hypothetically, like a lineup like him, Tatum, depending on what you think of Anthony Simons. Like, you got like a decent like crop here. I mean, we got a lot of good-looking dudes here. This is what we want. You put them on the pole in the North Station part of TD Garden where they still have Kristaps Porzingis' picture of him.
I saw that.
Very marketable, Luka Garza, but. I think he has the right mindset. I think him and Minot are in like similar spots where this is it for them. They kind of have to prove themselves here. Well, thank you. You know, maybe you put us in the starting 5 too, and we really just round it out. I just think he's got a lot to prove. Go ahead, Jack.
I don't think the screens themselves have been amazing, but I think he is a really good screener. And I think what makes it as good as it has been is the activity. Like he is setting 4 screens on every individual possession. Like he is sprinting around the court. I talked to him in Toronto about the screens, and he's talked to me about how he's learning tendencies. He's learning how Derek White likes to come off the screen a little slower. How with Simons, you need to go out there and get him so he can come down and hit the shot off and pin down. Like he is going so in depth with what each player needs from the screen. And I think your point of like he needs to hold them a little bit better, give the people a little bit more separation is true. But I think at the very least, the activity with which he's getting around the floor and setting multiple screens is a good thing. And he's been great rolling to the rim. He's been great under the basket. He's been good on the glass for an undersized guy. I think the defensive concerns are real. I don't think you can use him as an every night sustainable, like starting center. Like he's just not that, right, defensively, unless he makes some noticeable improvements. I will say he did take a lot of charges last year first time on the floor, so maybe that's an avenue where he could be like somewhat playable on the defensive end. But I think if you were to play Garza heavy-ish minutes, and when I say heavy, it's like 25 a night, you need to spend a lot of time with the Chris Boucher or with the Josh Minot or with like a help side defender who you can sort of protect the rim that way. It's just I think he's a better option than Nimi from what we've seen, and that's such a short, limited time span. Nimi has like done nothing to show that he is capable of playing heavy minutes on a competitive basketball. He had 5 turnovers. He probably had the ball in his hands 25 times. Like it was just listen, and I will say, painfully so, the best screen setter on this team is Xavier Tillman. And he can't do much else. That motherfucker can set his screen. But it's like if you could take Tillman's screening, Nimi's size, Garza's activity, and Boucher's athleticism, you'd have like a really good starting center. It's just they're 4 different guys.
Yeah, it's the money ball. Like we can't replace Al Horford, but we can build him in the aggregate.
We got it all.
And as you touched on, Sam, like Luka Garza is all the aggregate aspects of Al Horford as it relates to like handsomeness and good lookingness. Luka Garza has
shot.
covered there. The
Same
shot.
same looking shot. Maybe not same effectiveness, but like if you like showed me a silhouette, I'd be like Horford.
Totally. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I do think that the Garza stock will come crashing down a little bit, but I think you're right that he's probably in the lead across our bullpen of bigs right now, which, again, just goes back to the fact that like that is going to ensure more than anything else that we are as bad as we need to be this year and hopefully better our draft position.
Are you in team tank it, or you want to see them push and be competitive?
I don't know yet. I think I need more time to decide. But I do think like if this is going to be a gap year, as they call it, and if you're not going to go for a championship, then like the second best thing that you can do is be decisively bad, because it's just going to put you in a better position the following year. So I think they need to be very good at being very bad, if that makes sense. And whether or not the individuals on the team and Joe Mazzulla are going to allow that reality to occur, probably some doubts there. But the second best thing after winning a title, I think, for this team right now, with Tatum coming back next year, is to get a lottery pick for next year. To then trade, most likely. But I think that's the best thing for them going forward.
Yeah, I think if like you just like took the entire like actual season out of it and you just said, Sam, pick an outcome, like what happens, yeah. I'd be like, I would love like, give me AJ from Brockton. Like, need some local talent on the team, really need it. But like, think about like the next 6 to 8 months of like covering the team, watching games and everything. I think this team has more to give than that, and that's the tough part. I mean, today will not be the day that we see them play against a real team, but it's coming, and we're going to learn. We're eventually going to learn. I just don't know when it's going to happen. It might be October 22nd against the 76ers, and if that's how it is, that's how it's going to be. But so far, when these guys have actually played together in these games, they've done a really good job of creating separation. Like, they were up 27 on the Raptors. They really kept great control of the Grizzlies game the whole time. There is promise there, and there are things to be excited about. It's just how effective or impactful is the Achilles heel going to be of the center spot?
My thing, I think this is a 45-win basketball team. We haven't seen them play competition yet, and I think that'll inform us a lot. Like opening night, the next game, that first little road trip, Detroit, New Orleans. I think this team wins 45 games. I don't think that you can tank with a roster as talented as this one. You have 4 guys capable of scoring 20 points a night. You have Sam Hauser, who's the best three-point shooter in the NBA outside of Steph Curry. You have Chris Boucher, who's a fine big. You have guys who can sort of patch the rest of it together. You've got pieces that could show some intrigue if you put them in the right spots. Minot, Walsh, Shireman, Hugo. And then you have a coach who is historically really good at getting the most out of all of his guys. And I know we've only seen him play with good rosters. And, there's those question marks. Joe Mazzulla is a phenomenal head basketball coach. They have an amazing staff here in Boston. And if for nothing else, I think if you said the word tank to Joe Mazzulla, he'd shoot you in the face. Like that, it's just not.
He would go get a tank and run you over.
Yeah, I would welcome that.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I've spent the most amount of time during the offseason believing that. That's been my way of thinking. Who I am, my brain is just everywhere all the time, a tornado of mood swings. And that's why I have to do my show with Spoonie and Jake, because they help to sort of anchor me to a take. And you guys are doing that now, and I appreciate it. But I do think the first time we come up against a real big man rotation, I was hoping that would be tonight with Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. It's not going to be the case, unfortunately. I think that is going to be a huge glaring shock to a lot of fans who do think that this team is going to win more than 45 games. I don't know if Embiid's going to be ready for opening night. Like, that would be a pretty interesting matchup, Embiid versus our stock of bigs, if you want to call them that. Cat in New York, yes. Well, there you go.
Embiid is going to look at the depth chart, and, like, he's going to be all right. Like, he's going to be like, I'm playing. I'm back. I'm going to go get my 50-point season opener, and then I'll sit out, and everyone can see that I average 50 for a little while here. But, Ben, if we just did a show together, we would just talk each other into different theories. Yeah. Like, we would go in circles together, because I'm the same way. Jack and I have talked about this all summer. I still haven't planted my flag anywhere, where I'm like, I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be bad. I don't know.
That's half the fun.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm excited. Oh, before we go, Ben, I want you to do something. I've got something for you to do. So our good friend Philip Hart, who watches the show all the time, created a game for us, and I would like you to play the game.
Okay.
And it will all make sense in a second, I promise.
I was just listening to this like 15 minutes ago before we did the show.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched it, but this is the game. So Philip Hart, shout out. There he is, right there. What time? Shout out Philip. So he made a game called Celtics War Zone. So I'm going to click through. Your goal is to make the team, and you make the team by either getting 10 growth or 10 prestige, or both, I think. And you can make Bane too.
I forgot how loud this is.
Yeah, it's very loud.
I'm gonna mute it.
Oh, yeah, mute it. Sorry, I haven't muted in my browser. Please mute it. Okay, Ben, ready? Brad has chosen you, but Joe's eyes are upon you. Celtics training camp and preseason are grueling. On the mind and the body, will you survive? Will you make the cut? Make it through 10 days without your endurance dropping to 0 and earn a roster spot by reaching 10 growth or 10 prestige. So, Ben, beginning day 1 here. It's an off day, but you wander back to Auerbach Center. Gym rat instinct. Sam Hauser smiles and racks 2 balls. Green light test, he says. So, which would you like? Rapid fire threes versus Hauser. Work on your shooting form or rock or rebound.
I'm going to rebound for him.
Rebound for Sam Hauser. You get 1 growth. You are a student, but don't get in any reps. Joe tells you be like the mongoose, swift and deadly. 1 growth. Okay. It's an off day, but same thing. Band sliders in a soft-spoken trainer promising hips like a panther. Go full mobility flow, ask for a custom sequence, or skip to extra shots.
Go full mobility flow.
Let's see. Okay. Joe tells you scorpion tail, last second dagger, +1 growth, +1 endurance. That's good. 2-a-day practices keep you shackled to the Auerbach Center. You're still there. You're trying to hold up. Teammates propose a half-court shoot-off, loser buys Duncan. Step up and swish, bank it awkwardly, still counts, or decline and keep it serious.
Step up and swish, always.
Step
Confidence,
up and
baby.
swish. Locker room erupts, you're a legend today. Joe tells you hawk on defense, communicate early, +2 prestige. Okay. A soft fog rolls in from the harbor as neon flickers. Walking along the harbor quiets your head. Mindful walk and think. Would you like mindful walk and think about what the coaches have been telling you? Record a short motivational clip or late call with the fam.
I feel like Joe is going to appreciate the mindful walk, so I'm going with the mindful walk.
Okay, mindful walk, +1 growth. You return center. Joe tells you think shark angles cut off. Next thing. The shooting machines chatter while barbells sudden rhythm. The entire center is buzzing with the activity. The weight room clangs with plates. The strength coach offers you a brutal finisher if you're brave. Tackle the finisher, sled and battle ropes. Modify and focus on form. Skip to stretch.
I'm tackling that finisher for sure.
Hell yeah.
This game rules, by the way.
+2 growth. -1 endurance, +1 prestige. Joe tells you we hunt like an orcapod. Amazing. Okay.
Nice.
Day 6. The parquet gleams under the television lights like a stage. 7 on the clock. Crowd holds its breath. Snake the pick and find the skip. Rise for the pull-up or hit the short roll and reload.
Oh, man, I remember you guys doing this. I can't remember the right answer. Yeah, hit the short roll, relocate.
Here we go. +1 prestige. Joe tells you crab slide defense. Defense wins banners. +1 growth and prestige. Okay.
All right.
It's raining in Boston. The streets are nearly empty, but your night is still young. You get a message from your agent that the investigative journalist Pablo Torre wants to speak with you about a potentially illegal sponsorship you have with Duncan. You're innocent, right? Call Tablo and offer any information. Or Tablo Torre, sorry. Pretend you don't know what that is and ignore him, or call your lawyer.
I'm going to call my lawyer, always.
Oh,
I'm going to call Wayne Spooney. He's the first of the floor.
+0s. Joe tells you cheetah step, bear claw. Okay. Tablo doesn't have enough to move forward. The story dies before it's born. Okay, fine. Here we go. It's an off day, but you wander back to the Auerbach. Gym rat instincts again. Pritchard lines up the cones and landmines. Feet first, shot second. Mirror his tempo perfectly. Go slow for perfect angles. You're observing.
I'm going to go slow, perfect the angles.
Okay. +1 growth, +1 prestige. Clean reps, repeatable. Joe tells you focus on your memory like a raven. Recall the scout. Day 9. It's raining in Boston. The streets are nearly empty, but your night is still young. A bouncer recognizes the team. Then DJ offers to let you make a shout out. Of course, hype up the crowd. Clean. Stay low key and mingle, or Irish exit for recovery.
Definitely Irish exit is exactly what
Irish
I'm doing
exit. Okay, +1 endurance. Joe tells you be like a jaguar, lurk, then burst. Okay, last day, boss battle. The camp is coming to a close. Joe has been eyeing you all camp, but it's been hard to read. Does he like you? Does he secretly want to choke you out? With only hours left, he corners you with a piercing gaze and challenges you to a game of spike ball. Buckle up and throw down. Only option.
Okay.
Boss battle, camp is coming to close. After a whirlwind battle, you've rolled both ankles, but have learned to be intuitive. Joe tells you move as panther. +2 growth, +2 prestige.
I forget what my
Joe
success
tells you to
metrics
survive the
were
fitness.
already.
You didn't make the cut. Oh, no.
That's unsurprising. I would like to know how this game was made. Is it how AI generated is this game? How vibe code was this game?
Probably very.
It's still awesome though. That's exceptional content.
Very cool.
Shout out. Well,
this will be fun to do with guests if we want to roll with
we'll have them all play.
Totally.
Go close, do it two-way, says Philip. Well, Ben, thank you for joining us. Everyone, make sure to go check out First to the Floor. Listen to them over there. There's a minute left on the clock before the game starts, so we're going to get ready for that. Appreciate you for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll cue the Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your